Springtime has arrived.
Spring begins. We officially start spring.
It's hard to believe it's only the first day of spring.
The first day of spring.
The first day of spring.
First day of spring.
Every spring, the toilets explode.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Michael Jackson's wax figures at Madame Tussauds locations around the globe apparently are not getting the hashtag Mute Michael Jackson treatment, despite renewed public outrage after the Leaving Neverland documentary. A spokesperson for Madame Tussauds said the figures on display at Madame Tussauds reflect profiles that have had an impact on popular culture and that visitors expect to see. Michael Jackson has been and is currently a feature of Madame Tussauds attractions around the world. Not a real great endorsement for the long term. U.S. Senator Cory Booker gushed over his girlfriend Rosario Dawson during an appearance on Ellen yesterday and even teased the idea that the pair might have a White House wedding if he wins the 2020 presidential election.
So it came out recently that you're dating Rosario Dawson, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure that was something that y'all were trying to keep very private. And then she opened her big mouth and she blabbed it. No, I know. What happened?
She was visiting me in D.C. and then she left to the airport and she got ambushed at the airport. And
right.
I suddenly get this little video from her saying, "I got TMZ. I don't have makeup on. I have this and this and that." But she knew that it was. But it was wonderful and
yeah.
She's just an incredible human being.
Yeah, I think that it's great. I mean, it's wonderful that y'all are dating, and I know it's hard because she's going to be watched and you know everything that she does, everything you do, people are watching you.
Yeah, and it's as our relationship grows, it's difficult. But she is just a deeply soulful person,
yes,
and has taught me a lot of lessons about love already, and that sometimes you show the greatest strength when you make yourself vulnerable. And she's really has this nurturing spirit that's made me more courageous, not just in the love that I project and want to see in our country, but I think even in our personal relationships to love more fearlessly. So I'm very, very blessed to be with somebody
That's really sweet.
Makes me a better person.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
So now, that would be an amazing wedding to have in the White House. I mean, if you go in single and then you have a wedding in the White House, I mean, we would watch. That would be like our royal wedding. That would be great.
So you're saying if Rosario and I get there, wait, don't do the marriage before.
For sure, yeah, wait and have a big thing and do it. And sweeps, and it would be really important.
Would you help preside over the wedding?
I would do. Yes, I'd be a big part of that.
Is that a promise?
Yes.
Right.
Nobody can do it like me. Nobody.
Nobody's stronger than me.
Nobody has better toys than I do.
There's nobody bigger or better at the military than I am.
Nobody loves the Bible more than I do.
Nobody does it better.
Nobody builds walls better than me.
Nobody that's done so much for equality as I have.
Makes me feel sad for the rest.
There is nobody that respects women more than I do.
Nobody does.
There's nobody more pro-Israel than I am.
Half as good as you.
Nobody would be tougher.
Baby, you're the best.
Than Donald Trump.
Nobody's ever had crowds like Trump has had.
There's nobody that understands the horror of nuclear better than me. And nobody even understands it but me. It's called devaluation. The sale of the uranium that nobody knows what it means. I know what it means.
Nobody knows more about trade than me.
Nobody knows the game better than I do.
Nobody in the history of this country has ever known so much about infrastructure as Donald Trump. Nobody knows it better than me.
Nobody knows politicians better than I do.
Nobody knows more about taxes than I do. Nobody knows more about debt than I do.
Nobody knows the system better than me. Which is why I alone can fix it. Nobody's better.
Well, it's Barron Trump's birthday, and like any good father, Donald Trump is celebrating his son's birthday by picking a fight with the ghost of a war hero. Just so we're clear on this, a four-time draft dodger repeatedly insulted a tortured and wounded and now deceased POW. That is everything you need to know about Donald Trump and John McCain. Yeah, that's correct. Donald Trump said he allowed John McCain the type of funeral he wanted elected, but didn't get a thank you for it. That story again, Trump is upset because a dead guy didn't thank him. The massive rainfall this year in the West has wildflowers springing up everywhere. You know, kind of like presidential tweets. New study finds that cannabis available on the street is so strong these days that it's far more likely to contribute to a user having a psychotic break with reality. At least that's what my dog tells me. The European Union is fining Google $1.6 billion for breaking antitrust laws. You know, in the time it took me to read that sentence, Google earned the $1.6 billion fine back. In Minnesota, a 71-year-old man set a new world record for his age group by holding the plank position for 38 minutes. He also set a new world record for his age group for going the longest amount of time without going to the bathroom. A dog in Florida is a big hero after he was responsible for saving his neighbors from a house fire. I think a medal should be given to whomever taught that dog how to dial 911. In Oklahoma, animal lovers have saved a chicken with mobility issues from being euthanized by providing the chicken with a new chicken wheelchair. That's truly a heartwarming story. In fact, I'll never be able to eat another chicken chicken wing again. Time for Nobody Gives a A mom legislator in Denmark has been told that she can't bring her newborn baby to her with sessions of parliament. Don't understand why. What's a little more crying and whining around politicians? Hey, stupid men. Nobody gives a An investigation reveals that over 1,500 hotel guests in South Korea were secretly videotaped in their rooms, and the video then streamed live online. You know, that's why I only take vacations in North Korea. Hey, crazy people from the Korean Peninsula. Nobody gives a And singer Ariana Grande is now offering voter registration on her tour because, you know, the 14-year-old girl demographic has been seriously underrepresented so far. Hey, B-list celebrity social justice warriors that don't actually have a clue. Nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.